beyond identity and power, especially when politics is involved. I am Amjad Alaji, a research scholar, and I welcome you all to the 5th International Conference on Digital Culture and Politics, organized by the Department of Visual Communication in SRM Institute of Science and Technology. Our guest for today is a torch in the field for all that want knowledge and guidance in the domain of journalism. He is Dr. John Pavlik, a professor in the Department of Journalism and Media Studies in the School of Communication and Information in the State University of New Jersey, USA. But before we proceed with our chief guest lecture, I kindly request Dr. Rajesh, the head of the Department of Visual Communication, to give us the welcome address. Over to you, Dr. Rajesh.
Good morning to everyone present here. I am Dr. Rajesh, head of the department, and as a convener of this conference, it's my pleasure to welcome you all to the 5th International Conference 2022 on digital culture and politics, behind identity and power. On behalf of the College of Science and Humanities, SRM Institute of Science and Technology, I welcome you all once again. I would like to express my sincere gratitude and welcome our respected Dean, Professor A. DURAISAMY, Dean, College of Science and Humanities, SRM IST, who is known for his wonderful administration and high achievement as an academician. Without his moral support and guidance, this conference would not be possible. I welcome you, sir. It's a greatest moment to welcome our respected Deputy Dean, Dr. S. Albert Anthony Raj, College of Science and Humanities, SRM IST, who is known for his humbleness, hardworking, and accessibility at any time to seek any solution. I welcome you, sir. On behalf of the Department of Visual Communication, SRM Institute of Science and Humanities, I am honored to welcome our keynote and invited speaker, Professor John B. Pavlik, Department of Journalism and Media Studies, School of Communication and Information, the State University of New Jersey, USA. I welcome you, sir. I am excited to welcome our advisors, Professor G. Balasubramanian Raja, Head Department of Communication, Manoan Sudanar University, Tirunelveli, and also Professor S. Nandakumar, Head Department of Journalism and Mass Communication, Periyar University, Salem. I'm also delighted to welcome the conference secretaries, head of various departments, faculty members, participants from all corners of the country, and my dear students. I feel great proud to say that the international conference has been organized by the department for over 4 and have recorded huge success each year. I also hope that this 5th International Conference 2022 on digital culture and politics, behind identity and power, would be able to achieve its objective in providing an effective forum for the academicians, researchers, and students to advance their knowledge and research. I once again take this opportunity to welcome each and everyone to the 5th International Conference. May God bless us and all with health and make this event a successful and enjoyable one. Thank you all and welcome all. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Rajesh, for your warm welcome address. Now I invite respected Dean, College of Science and Humanities, to give us his presidential address.
Good morning, all of you. Hope I am audible. Yeah, fine. So first of all, I thank the Department of Visual Communication for inviting me to give an inaugural address for this 5th International Conference in virtual mode on the title Digital Culture and Politics, Beyond Identity and Power. And it's a 5 days program, and I know that a lot of resource persons are coming and they are sharing their knowledge to our students and the participants. And I also thank Dr. John B. Pavlik, Professor, Department of Journalism and Media Studies, School of Communication and Information, Rutgers, the State University of New Jersey, USA, for accepting our invitation and raising this occasion. Thank you very much, sir. And I also thank our Deputy Dean and the faculty members of Visual Communication, student organizers, students, and the participants. This is a wonderful topic and a very much needed topic to be discussed in the current era, in this particular period, especially during this COVID, how this digitalization helped to maintain that healthcare in analyzing, in identifying, tracing, and giving the Medicare and giving information about those things available of this vaccination and all. So we have enjoyed the digital ramification, and also we have been, changing our traditional way of living with the modern, like digital invasion. And so definitely, I think whether we like it or not, we are also getting accustomed to this digital culture. And obviously, any change will be captured and will be modified by the politics. And so definitely, I think this digital culture and politics is a topic where there is a scope for a lot of discussion, and that may lead for the research topics for our future researchers. And we all know that almost we are trying to, take everything is becoming digital, starting from communication and education, especially during this the pandemic. We have all used the digital form of learning, teaching process. And then business, no need to say that. People are moving from, visiting to the mall and visiting to the shop and buying the products. Now they have all, ordering through digital mobile or any other form and trying to get that product. And the healthcare, even the operations are being done through the digital assistance. And industry, the most of these traditional industries have been digitalized, and so that I think their fault products have been brought down. And though the investment is too high, I think the targets are being achieved and the fault units are being reduced. So industry is more welcoming this digital change. And then even in agriculture also, in the recently announced budget on Tamil Nadu government, they are going to invest some significant amount of money in digitalization of agriculture. A farmer who can sit at home, he can operate, the irrigational equipments through mobile phone. For that, Tamil Nadu government is giving, the assistance to that. So in agriculture is also getting into the digital mode, and banking sector, almost everything is being digitalized, and the ATMs are the witness, so that any point of time, 24/7, we can take money, provided if you have funds in your account, and the money can be transferred within a second. So all these things were possible only because of this digital innovation. And travel assistance, I still remember, 20-30 years back, if you want to book a train, you have to go to the railway station, and it took at least 20 to 25 minutes to get to know whether the tickets are available or not. But now, being at home, you can book flight ticket, you can book train ticket from anywhere to anywhere. So all those things were possible with the help of this digital assistance. And obviously, when all these sectors are being accommodating this digital things, obviously politicians won't keep quiet, and politicians also using the digital mode for their campaigning, and voting is taken place with the digital. And so every other sector in most of the developed and developing economy has very much grabbing the opportunity, and they're using this digitalization and increasing their productivity. As an economics teacher, I always see that how far this digital transformation increased our total production, and obviously we are achieving quite a high amount of this. But if you look at the negative side of this digitalization, we are in a faster life, and we are about to run along with so many of this development. And so there could be a possibility of thinking that, are we losing our peacefulness? Are we being disturbed by so many quarters where the identity is being hidden? because you have also added the subtopic of beyond identity and power. And without identity, so many people are cursing, scolding so many of the targets through this digital invasion. See, with the modern digital innovation, obviously the caste, community, religion, regional bias have to be eradicated. But unfortunately, that has been increased. We could see that even this digital platforms like WhatsApp or social platforms are being used for spreading hatred, and we have to monitor all those things. And in fact, now digital crime is an exponential rate. Thieves are also being using digital format, and obviously the policemen also trying to inquire and do all those things with the digital assistance, and judgment, everything is being digitalized. So almost every quarter of our society and every phase of our life is being attached to digitalization. So obviously the digital literacy and digital availability have to be ensured, and so that I think the digital divide can be brought down, it can be minimized. Otherwise, what will have, the digital poverty can be seen that one. Still, we are not able to give access for every school children and every college going students to have this digital learning teaching process. So that kind of digital divide have also to be addressed. Otherwise, there could be a possibility of exclusiveness rather than inclusiveness. So I think all these topics, enormous amount of scope is there in every field where there is a possibility of digital support. And I think Viscom department, as usual, helping for our digital transformation, can also lead for a lot of discussion and doing a practical research, applying a lot of projects. And so that I think you can guide and you can be the model for how better we can use this digital culture and digital transformation rather than being a victim of this digital aggressiveness. So thank you very much for again giving me this opportunity. And I wish this international conference of 5 days to be more successful. Thank you once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for taking the time and joining us today. Thank you also for your words. Now I request Dr. Anthony, sir, Deputy Dean of College of Science and Humanities, to give us his address.
Respected Dean, sir, Head of the Department of Visual Communication, Dr. Rajesh, keynote speaker for today's program, Dr. John V. PAVLIK, Professor, Department of Journalism and Media Studies, School of Communications and Information, the State University of New Jersey, USA, faculty members, my dear students and participants who have joined for this this program. Good morning to you all. Really, it gives me immense pleasure to join with the Department of Visual Communication during this very noble program on culture, digital culture and politics. When we think of culture, which is considered to be an umbrella term that encompasses the social behavior and norms that found in human societies, as well as the knowledge, the belief, the arts, the laws, the customs, the capabilities and habits of the individuals. Generally, everyone acquire our culture through the learning processes of enculturation and socialization, which is shown by the diversity of cultures across the society. The many good things that we have learned from the ancestors have brought us into a shape wherein we behave in the proper way. During this technological advancement, even technology brings culture even closer. Technology shapes different cultures and differentiates exactly one from another. Either it may be the social culture or maybe it is the politics culture, political culture, rather we call it as our business culture, whatever the things that we want to talk about. It allows us to intermix through the technology. A specialized learner can access knowledge through a conference across the world without leaving the person's home. See, the pandemic has made everyone learner, both the teachers and as well the learners, to get connected through the digital media, thereby sharing of knowledge has become vital, and that is made seamlessly. The technology does not allow every opportunity to be afforded, but creates more opportunity than in the past. This technological advancement allows the opportunity previously separated by socioeconomic status and to be taken away. The technology is now on everyone's hand, and that has made us to learn about other cultures and shape or sharpen our cultures according to the present world's need. When I talk about the digital culture, there are four major points that I would like to focus. One is the impact. Impact, when I say that change the world radically through constant innovations. Many technological advancements have made this world to think of very great future in an effective manner. And one among them is the effective communication technology also. The speed, the movement, the fastness are the iterations that we take rather than waiting to have all the answers before adopting the technologies. There may be different reasons for or different reactions or anti-effects about the technologies are being spelt by every people, but no, thank God that all people have understood and they started using the technology. Then openness, which engage broadly with diverse sources of information and insight, share advice and information openly rather than keeping knowledge to oneself. So the concept or the knowledge that we know should be shared with everyone with openness. So the media, the social media, present day social media enables us to make the knowledge spread in an effective manner. And every people should autonomously work, independently work, and so that one's own ideas can be effectively shared with others. When I say autonomy, it allows people to have high levels of discretion to what needs to be done rather than relying on formally structured coordination and policies. When we talk about the digital culture, it always enables organizations also to foster workplace that motivates employees to try new things whilst enhancing the learning of our workforce. As we expect from more from the technology, we start to expect less from each other. But that is not the thing. Let's all unitedly work together. Let's all keep on sharing the knowledge with one another so that everyone can grow right in a very effective manner. So with regards to use of social media for good and lift others up, not tear them down. Stay on the high road, keep your peace always. When we are responsible for making our comments in the social media like tweet or Facebook or anything, we have to be more careful about doing things. So with these things, let me just congratulate and wish the Department of Visual Communication for taking up this workshop effectively. I'm sure that all the sharings are going to be of more useful for every student, academicians, and researchers who are connected through this program. Culture can become a secret weapon that makes extraordinary things happen. If you get the culture right, most of the other stuff will just take care of itself. So with this quote, let me just conclude my felicitation address. I wish the conference a very success. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Anthony, for your inputs, and thank you for addressing the theme of this conference. With this, now we proceed with the main lecture by Dr. John Pavlik,